that little snippet of the Philippines. For those of you who are new here, I'm Marielle, this is Erica, Caitlin, and Hecca.
But before we get into the video, like and comment and subscribe. Every country has something to offer, but the Philippines is by far my favorite. Its kind people, extravagant landscapes, and blue waters. It has so much to do. Located in Southeast Asia between the Philippine Sea and the South China Sea, east of Vietnam, the Philippines has over 7,000 islands and is divided into 3 island groups: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
And the capital is Manila. And Tagalog and English are the official languages. There are 7 other major dialects, which are
Cebuano, Ilocano, Hiligaynon, Ilonggo, Bicol, Waray, Papango, and Pangasinan.
Since tourism has increased by 7.7% in 2018 compared to the prior year, here's 10 reasons why you should visit this destination location. Friendly locals, breathtaking beaches and islands, shopping, diverse wildlife, weather and climate, Filipino cuisine, cheap food and drinks, self-pampering, no language barriers, and 10 popular local transportations.
And all in one place?
Yeah!
It's no secret the Philippines is the best place to visit, but we're here to talk about traveler's diarrhea. In this video, we wanted to tell you guys about some information you should know on how to prevent traveler's diarrhea and how to manage symptoms if you get it.
good thing we did a little research before going to the Philippines. That way we could share with you and you could dodge this illness. Let's break it down.
Basically, traveler's diarrhea is an intestinal stomach infection caused by parasites, bacteria, or viruses.
You'll know if you have TD if you have 3 or more loose or watery stools within a 24-hour period, and at least have one of the following symptoms: vomiting, stomach cramps, nausea, fever, and tenesmus. Basically, feeling like you need a poop, but you can't. I know, so frustrating.
Can you believe the time it takes for a person to start feeling symptoms is about 6 to 24 hours? Like, wow, bacteria and viruses grow really fast. Also, remember when we talked about those parasites? Yeah, those nasty things. They take about 1 to 3 weeks to settle in your body.
The human body is so beautiful, but so fragile at the same time. So typically, your symptoms could begin the first 2 weeks after arriving at your destination. But if left untreated, your symptoms could last days, up to maybe even a week long. She got sick during our trip. Man, I'm sorry. Man, I'm sorry. I know you're suffering pretty bad. It's crazy because bacterial TD can last 3 to 7 days, where viral TD can last only 2 to 3 days. And oh man, parasitic TD, that can last for weeks to maybe even months.
Yeah, let me get some water.
Okay, now we're
Okay.
back.
All right.
What's mild, Erica?
Oh, but I said moderate.
Oh.
Now there are 3 levels when it comes to traveler's diarrhea in severity, which are mild.
Moderate.
Severe.
And what's mild?
So mild is tolerable, and basically with mild diarrhea, you're able to still do your daily activities and still have fun.
And moderate?
So with moderate, TD is really distressing on your body, and it's pretty bad as it interferes with your daily routines, which is annoying, and your planned activities.
And worst case scenario, severe?
Severe, so when you have severe, you'll have dysentery, which will be really gross. You'll have some blood and mucus in your diarrhea. Oh, it can get so bad that it stops you from going out or having any fun activities.
Yeah, we know, it all sounds really bad. But fortunately, TD is really not that serious. It's just really unpleasant and uncomfortable. So how common is traveler's diarrhea? Diarrhea is the most common problem that travelers face when traveling from well-developed countries to less developed regions.
There are 6 different types of pathogens that cause TD, but we're only focusing on one guy. It's E. coli.
Pathogens can be transmitted in 2 ways, direct or indirect. Direct is an example of kissing, whereas indirect is through food or water.
Where can this nasty bacteria be found?
Water, food, fruit, vegetables, from people, animals, basically everything.
What are some of the risk factors?
Drinking contaminated water, bad hygiene, eating from unclean cookware, using an unsanitary bathroom, exposure to someone with TD, eating street food, unfortunately, and eating uncooked or raw or improperly handled food.
Okay, so how do we prevent traveler's diarrhea? Is there something that we can do, or what do we do?
The main pathogen that causes traveler's diarrhea is extracurricular coli.
Extracurricular?
It's Escherichia coli.
Oh.
So you mean E. coli.
Yeah.
So it is time for prevention. So now we're going to talk about how to prevent TD.
And what's our motto?
Boil it.
Peel it.
Cook it.
I don't know.
Wait.
Okay.
So what's the motto?
Boil it.
Cook it.
Peel it and forget it.
So can I still try new foods without getting sick?
Yes, you can, with a few notable rules.
Ensure your food is really hot.
Yes, you should only consume food that has been thoroughly cooked.
Avoid food that is rewarmed.
Use your own bowl and utensils.
Drink bottled or sealed beverages.
And make sure to avoid any ice that is in your drinks.
So another good tip is fresh items should be peeled in front of you with good hygiene practice by the food preparer.
Also, use an activated charcoal pill prior to or after eating.
And what are other ways you can avoid getting TD?
You can also wash your hands before and after eating meals.
So an alternative to washing your hands, bring some hand sanitizer, any antiseptic or antibacterial hand wipes. Those are good for you.
Now for treatment and symptom management, which depends on your severity.
Treatments include adequate fluid intake, Pepto-Bismol, Imodium, and antibiotics.
There are 4 main antibiotics used to treat TD, but the primary antibiotic used is azithromycin.
So when should you go see a doctor?
You should see a doctor when your diarrhea is severe and bloody. If you are traveling, you can call and locate your local embassy to receive help as well.
Oh, that's good.
Other signs you should seek medical attention are when you have a fever over 102, persistent vomiting, and when you have severe dehydration. You can have dry mouth, muscle cramps, and decreased urine output.
Other forms of treatment include oral rehydration therapy solutions, sport drinks if they're very mild cases, and make sure all your drinks are sealed.
So some special precautions is if you're bringing any children to when you're traveling or to the Philippines, just make sure that you know that they have a higher risk of dehydration and major illness, so watch out for that.
How should parents treat their child with traveler's diarrhea?
One way is to keep handy oral rehydration supply.
You can also have pre-packaged packets that can be easily mixed with water in a travel kit.
So those packages can be found at local pharmacies or any camping stores.
So I know that was a lot of information.
We're not saying you guys should not try any delicious foods when you're traveling or going to the Philippines.
But I did hope you learned a lot about TD, how to prevent it, or how to maintain it.
Until next time,
Sige!